In the depths of nature hides a world full of mysticism. A lot of scary stories and myths invade me in the first moment. When I just opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the image of a huge shadow who was approaching to me. Little by little, this shadow was becoming the figure of a man. He was wearing a robe with symbols and spiritual designs, a feather hat, multiple necklaces, and colorful feathers. In the distance, you can even hear women singing accompanied by the sound of the drum and the flute, and together create a unique and surprisingly harmony. You can even feel how this music creates a festive atmosphere of joy. Welcome to this shamanic session. Get ready for an unforgettable experience. That was the first words I heard from the main shaman who welcomed us to this shamanic ritual. I attended to a shamanic session that took place in the Amazon jungle of Peru. Shamanism is the oldest spiritual and healing practice, where the shaman represents the wise man, the man of knowledge, the only one who knows about medicine. He is the link between the spiritual and earthly world. He purifies the body and soul and also restores balance. He is considered to be a bridge between the present world and the future. They are able to communicate with spirits through magic, rituals, and spiritual visions. How did all begin? After welcoming us, the shaman said that it was time to begin with the journey of this ritual. We sit down in a circle around the fire. At that moment, shamanic songs began to play. You can hear the percussion using drums and raffle. And that was in that moment when I knew that it was all about to begin. Everything was dark, only the light of the campfire was still on. To begin, I had to take a drink made from medicinal plants, best known as ayahuasca. The taste was neither ugly or good, it was just tasteless. After some seconds, I began to feel very hot. All my senses began to intensify. I could hear even the sound of flying mosquitoes. All the sounds of nature were on me. I could see and feel how the mountains and trees of the Amazon were transforming in me. The trees were inside my head, and I could see and feel everything, how it comes together in communion with nature. Animals appear, a snake, a dove, and all looking into my eyes. But I was not scared or stressed. I was just really calm. Suddenly, I had visions of very psychedelic colors. I saw images of my childhood, my family, friends. I saw how all of them were passing and fading into the sea of colors that invaded me. Suddenly, I had another revelation of myself, and I understood that all the reasons that happened in my life always had a purpose. I had a different perspective of reality. It was just like a waking up call. After 2 hours, which I just felt like minutes, I woke up. Everything was exactly as I remember. The vision stopped, and I felt a huge peace with myself. Unlike the other people who also took part of this ritual, I did not feel any kind of discomfort or didn't vomit, which was one of the most things you can see around. But what I really felt was how the ayahuasca went through all my body like scanning to find all the bad things and get rid of them. It was just like a huge cleansing of me. The shaman gave us some minutes to recover ourselves, and after this it was time to finish. We end up sharing our experiences with some chants and prayer, and that's how this ritual was closed. What I experienced was the famous ayahuasca effect. Ayahuasca is an ancestral indigenous medicine of psychedelic effect, which helps to make an observation of the states of mind. Thanks to ayahuasca, it is believed that it's possible to overcome traumas and personality conflicts. It is taken as a form of a spiritual therapy, and it always needs to be carried by the help of a shaman. They are the only ones who can guide us into this journey. Also, the main objective of this shamanic ritual is to help people to grow spiritually and explore their inner world. During these phases, people often release stress, pain, and suffering. After an ayahuasca ceremony, most people will have a different outlook of life and will be full of positive energy. This experience was unique and extraordinary. It was like an opening to a new world. Even for skeptic people, this shamanic ritual can blow their minds. However, it is known that there is some polemic around the medicinal plants because of these psychedelic effects. Of course, everybody is free to believe or not, but what we cannot deny is the connection that the shaman has with nature and how this ritual represents a cultural expression and representation of the traditions and beliefs of a huge community.